Hello everyone, this is Legacy IAS Academy. So today we are going to discuss the pattern of UPSC CSE examination. So let's start with the discussion. So when we talk basically about the pattern of UPSC examination, we have three stages. So you are going to be having three stages. Your first stage is prelims, second stage is mains, right? Your third stage is interview, which is your personality test. Now let us understand step by step what does prelims contain, what does mains contain, and what does the interview contain. Now talking about prelims. So when you're talking about the prelims have two papers. One is your GS1, okay, another is your GS2. GS1, this is your general studies paper, general studies, right? You will have subjects such as your polity, history, geography, then your current affairs. So if you look at the official website of UPSC, you can find the syllabus of GS1. So these are the basic subjects which you will have in GS1. Now talking about what is the marks which is there in GS1. Sorry. So marks, 200 marks. 200 marks, time 2 hours, negative marking 1/3. So 1/3 will be your negative marking, which means that for every wrong answer 1/3 marks is going to be cut, which is going to be your 0.66. So this much marks are going to be cut for every wrong answer. So this will be your marks, 200 marks, timings are going to be 2 hours. So negative marking is going to be 1/3. Now talking about the GS2, now GS2 paper, yes, GS2, this is nothing but it's a CSAT paper. So in this, what do you have? You have logical reasoning, right? You have decision making, you have comprehension, and you have basic maths. Basic maths up to 10th, right? You have logical reasoning, you have decision making, you have comprehension, you have basic maths, which is up to 10th. Now what are the marks? Marks again same, 200 marks. What is the time? Time is again 2 hours. What is the negative marking? Negative marking is also going to be your 1/3. So here the negative marking is 0.83. 0.83. So here per question, one question contains 2 marks. Okay, you have per question contains 2 marks, 100 questions, which is 200 marks. So per question 2 marks, 100 questions, 200 marks. Here one question is 2.5 marks. One question is going to be 2.5 marks. You will have 80 questions, which is 200 marks. Right? So this is your pattern of the paper. Here one question going to contain 2 marks, 200 marks. Here one question is 2.5 marks, 80 questions, which will be your 200 marks. So this is the overall summary of the prelims examinations. So to sum it up, you have GS1, you have GS2. GS1, you have subjects like your polity, history, geography, current affairs. So what is the marks? 200 marks. What is the time? 2 hours. And what is the negative marking? 1/3, which is your 0.66. When you're talking about the CSAT, you have logical reasoning, you have decision making, you have comprehension, you have basic maths up to 10th. What is the marks? Marks is going to be 200 marks. What is the time duration? 2 hours. And what is the negative marking? 1/3. But here your negative marking is more than your GS1. So this is your pattern of preliminary examination. So this is the first step of your preliminary examination. This first step. Okay, I think this is clear. Now moving on to the second step. Okay, so you have to understand one more thing here. The entire paper of prelims is objective, which is MCQs. So you'll have MCQs. Both paper 1 and paper 2 is going to be your objective MCQ type. Now let us move ahead to understanding what is the pattern going to be for mains. So we have to understand here, after you qualify prelims, you reach to the main stage. And the other thing to understand here is the prelims examination is just a qualifying paper. This is just your qualifying. This is just a qualifying paper, which means that the marks which you score in prelims will not be added to final. The marks of prelims will not be added to the finals. This is just a screening test. As you clear this, you will move to the other step, which is your mains, and we will discuss that now. So when you are talking about the mains examination, so this mains examinations is going to be subjective. Descriptive. So this is going to be your descriptive paper. Okay, this is going to be your descriptive paper. Your paper 1 is going to be Indian language. Paper 1 Indian language. Paper 2 English. Paper 2 is going to be your English language, and both papers 250 marks. Sorry, not 250. Each 300 marks. So each paper is going to be your 300 marks, and both this paper are qualifying. So you'll have paper 1, which will be your Indian language. You can choose Hindi, Kannada, in whichever you are good, and your paper 2 is going to be your English, and both papers are qualifying, which means that you need to get only 25%. You need to get only 25% in each paper, which means 75 marks. You need to get 75 marks. In Indian language, example, if you have chosen Hindi, you need to get 75 marks out of 300, and if you have English is a compulsory paper, so you have to get 75 marks out of your 300 marks. So these are your qualifying paper. One thing is very important to note here. Qualifying this both paper is must. Qualifying this both paper is must. If you don't qualify even any one of the paper, your GS papers will not be evaluated. Right, if you are not clearing the cutoff 75 marks, if you are not clearing cutoff for English paper, then your rest papers, whatever you are going to write ahead, GS 1, 2, which we'll be talking now, that is not going to be evaluated. So these papers are compulsory papers. This is a must. Compulsory to clear the cutoff. So it's compulsory to clear this cutoff. After you clear this cutoff, that is when your other papers will be evaluated. This is how it starts. I think this is clear. Now let's move on. What are your other papers? So after this you will have one second. After this, yes, you will have essay paper. So your essay papers, you will have 2 essays. You will have 2 essays. It can be from any topic. It can be from the current affairs. It can be from the current issues. It can be from the polity, society. So it's up to them. So you will have 2 essays. And what are the marks for these 2 essays? 250 marks. Okay, 250 marks for 2 essays. Okay, so your first essay. So approximately 125 marks. There is no particular marks given to the essays, but it can be approximately 125 marks for first essays. Second essay, 125 marks. So 250 marks for your essay after you qualify your paper 1 and paper 2. Now after this, you will have your GS 1, which is going to be your history, society, and your geography. Okay, then your GS 2, polity, governance, and IR. GS 3, Science and Tech, Security, Environment. GS4, Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude. So GS1 you will have History, GS1 History, Society, Geography, GS2 Polity, Governance, IR, GS3 Science and Tech, Security, Environment, GS4 Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude. Now what are the marks? Marks 250 marks, 250 marks, 250 marks, 250 marks. So for GS1 to 3 all are your 250 marks paper. Got it? So you have your two papers, which was your qualifying. You saw here. So paper 1, paper 2, qualifying marks 25% you have to get in this, so 75 marks minimum cutoff. So here essay papers, essay paper is also 250 marks. You will have 2 essays. Then your GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, each is also going to carry your 250 marks. So this is your second stage of your examination. Right? Your second stage of your examination. Clear? Prelims, I hope it's clear. Means it's subjective, descriptive paper. And this is your mains. Now, after your prelims I told you it's just a qualifying marks. You have to just get, you have to reach minimum cutoff. This marks will be added to your next step. And what is your next stage? Yes. So your stage 3 is your interview, which is your personality test. Right. So this will be your final stage. And now in personality test, what are they going to test? Your confidence, awareness, right? Your honesty and balance, right? These are all the things which are going to be tested in your personality. You have already given your mains, you have showed your skills. Now they are going to have a communication with you regarding your confidence, regarding your awareness, regarding your awareness of current affairs, or regarding awareness of the particular subjects, and they are going to test your honesty and balance. Now what are the marks of interview? Marks 275 marks. So your interview is going to be for 275 marks. I hope this is clear. Stage 3 interview, they are going to test these things and your marks is going to be 275. Now talking about the total. Total marks. Total marks. I told you prelims will not be added to your finals. It's only mains. Mains is going to be 1075 marks, 1075 marks, and your interview is 275 marks. What's your total? Total is 2025 marks. This will be your grand total. This is your grand total. $2025 marks is your grand total marks. Sorry, there's a mistake here. Yes, so it is your 2025 marks is your grand total. Now how much do you need to get to clear the cutoff? Approximately this much. From the 2025 marks, this much marks you need to get to be in the list. Okay, I hope it's clear. Let's sum up. Yes, here prelims, GS1, GS2, 200 marks, 0.66 will be your negative marking, 0.83 will be your negative marking here, and this is just your qualifying screening paper. Then you will move to mains. We are talking about the mains. First paper is your Indian language paper, second paper is your English paper. Each paper you will have for 300 marks, and you need to get qualifying marks in this both paper, which is 25 marks, 75 marks in each paper. And this paper is compulsory paper so that your next papers are evaluated. If you are not getting the cutoff in this papers, your next papers are not going to be evaluated. So after this you will write an essay for 250 marks. One essay will be approximately 125 marks, 125 marks. Then you will move to this 4 papers, GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4, which each paper will be for 250 marks. Now stage 3. Stage 3 is going to be your interview personality test. Here they are going to test your confidence, your awareness, your honesty and balance. This is going to be your for 275 marks. Your total marks is mains, it's going to be 1750, and your interview is going to be 275 marks. Your grand total is going to be 2025 marks. And what is the cutoff you need to get to be in the top list? 900 or within the range of 1100 marks to be in the top list. This all about the pattern of your UPSC CSE examination. I hope it's clear. For more such content, please subscribe to our Legacy official YouTube channel. Thank you.